Hi, I'm Terry with Dragon's Enchanted Shop. How are you? Today we are on a self-discovery and intuitive growth using dowsing. Using dowsing, we're going to have a pendulum. So the first thing you need to know is that when you douse, you use energy fields. These are the forces, they're invisible all around us. And we emit these vibrations through these energy fields. And the different frequencies are always based on your spiritual state, your health, your emotions, the environment around you. And dowsers use these vibrations to use their pendulum. So to get started, we're going to choose a pendulum. And pendulums come in different shapes and sizes and materials. And they can be crystals, wood. I have one over here, it's made of copper, so you have your metals. And you want to know what's comfortable and feels good in your hand. You can go to a metaphysical shop and they may have 20 pendulums sitting there and one of them is just calling you. You get that intuition, that gut feeling that that's the one. And if you're not feeling that, if you're not feeling that, something is really drawing you towards it, you may want to go to another store. I've bought a couple online, and usually I end up selling them if they don't resonate with me. So you want something that's comfortable in your hand and something that your vibrations and energies is comfortable with. So we have to get into a mental mindset and we have to kind of be grounded. We're going to take a couple calm, deep breaths and we're going to focus on things around me. We want things to be quiet. Some people do incense or sage or candles and they have their, everybody has a way to bring on their own calming mood. And then we're going to focus on our intentions and our energy fields and we're going to tune in. So we're going to go ahead and pick a pendulum. And today I'm going to use the clear quartz. Here we go. You can see that. And if you'll notice, there's a nice chain. Now, I've seen people use thread. I've seen people use string. It doesn't have to be a metal chain. It's up to you. And then again, here's our little tip for the pendulum. Now, we are going to hold the pendulum like this. And as you can see, that's a lot of chain for those vibrations to be rolling down. We are going to take and put in the palm of our hand and cut this down some. And beginners, I always suggest that you have your elbow on the table until you get comfortable and you can steady yourself, and it just helps with the learning techniques. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to thank Spirit for the intuition and guidance, and we are going to trust that we will have clear answers and that we are open to receiving the truth. So here we go. We're going to set the pendulum. Pendulum, show me yes. And it's going side to side. Pendulum, stop. Pendulum, show me no. There you go. So it's back and forth. Pendulum, stop. You can also ask for maybe or rephrase. So I'm going to say, pendulum, show me maybe. And it's diagonal. There you go. And stop. Now we're going to test it out. Pendulum, is my first name Teresa? And there you go. It's saying yes. And stop. Pendulum, do I live in the United States? There you go. I was a little shaky. It had to take a second to move properly. There we go. I got a yes. And that is the truth. I do live in the United States. So now we're going to go for a no question just to see if the no is working. Okay, steady. There we go. I'm a little nervous. I'm not very good in front of a camera. I'm honest about that. All right. Pendulum, do I live in the state of California? And the answer is no, and that is correct. I do not live on the West Coast. I do not live in California. Pendulum stop. Now, there are several uses you can use your pendulum whip. I use them over tarot cards. I use it first thing in the morning to ask for a little bit of guidance on my day. If I have a crossroad or some branching out and some choices to make, I may ask, is choice A or B? Which one should I follow? And then I may break it down even more. I tend to lose my car keys. I'm 60, give me a break, right? I tend to lay them, all over the house, and I don't mean to, but if I can't find them when I'm ready to rock out the door, I ask the pendulum, is it in the kitchen? If yes or no. Are my car keys in the house? Yes or no. Are my car keys in the bedroom? Yes or no. Did the dog take my car keys? Yes or no, because that can happen as well in my house with the big dogs. So there's lots of little things that you can use your pendulum for. It's a lot of fun, but it's also good for your spiritual growth and your intuitive growth. And it's relaxing. And then you also, here's another suggestion while we're on the video, is you can journal this. I always suggest journaling this. It takes practice to get to where you are proficient, and you want to ask questions and learn your technique that's working for you. So you're going to keep track of things, write the date if you want, write the time. You can talk about what the pendulum, what your question was while you were dowsing, what the answer was. And sometimes I take notes of, okay, that told me yes, and I'm trying to understand it, why? And I look for that guidance, and I look to talk to spirit and the universe, and I look to, meditating on an issue. So I always say you should keep a journal for this. Anyway, that is part of the beginning part. As you move further, and we'll do the further in another video, but there are dowsing boards, and I make these. My shop makes these, and we sell along the East Coast. We vend, so we travel, and you'll see that this has like the months, and you can have numbers in the alphabet, and you see your yes and no. So I know my yes is side to side. When I lay my board down, I'm going to have my yes side to side, and that will help me. So we'll go further into how to do the alphabet, the months, the days of the week. I have one here that has the zodiac. So, you can use your zodiac signs. I have a tree of life. This is a simplistic one with the alphabet and the 1, 2, 3s. And it has moon phases too. So, pendulum boards are kind of cool. You don't have to use them. I like to because it gives me more advanced information. And that's basically what we're going to talk, what we've talked about today is the beginnings of pendulum. And we know that we can go even further, but we have to practice. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that it helped you know a little bit about the pendulum and dowsing. So you have a great week, and we look forward to seeing you in another video.